Hi, I'm Mr. Sam, the allotment man, and this is our allotment. And that's my dad. And today he remembered his gloves. So what are we doing today? Well, as I said, we've remembered our gloves. I've got mine and he's got his. So no more nasty surprises. So we ran out of battery last time we were down here, and I filmed loads of stuff, but there was no sound. It was a bit rubbish. So today, hopefully, we have got sound. Over on this side, we weed-coloured stuff, you know, to try and get ahead a little bit. One half we did weed-all, which has got visible results in an hour. And the other weed-all was, what was it? It was root kill.
Visible results in a year.
Visible results in a year, we think, yeah. Because this side, it's still all green and that. Of course, you should give it at least a good week to, you know, get in there. But the visible results in an hour job, it's looking quite good. So we're probably going to have an attack at that today. So that's nice. And we're just getting the brick building out of the way as well. So we're going to get on clearing today, and we're going to do some planting as well. So stick around, we'll get on with this, and we'll be back with you in a few mo's. Right then, people, we were just about to start digging our new bit over there, but we thought we'd just check to see how our weeding went on over here. And we've missed stuff. Look, well, we were quite thorough, but there's things like this left in the ground. So what we're going to do, we're not going to get a bit too anal about it, but we're going to quickly just have a quick look through here, all right, and just see what we got. Dad on his knees, as usual. Well, there you are. All right, so he's going to have a quick look through. As I say, we're not going to really.
Yeah.
There you go.
I saw it.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
You didn't pick it up though, did you? No? No. Too quick. See, that's the advantage of youth. Oh, hang on a minute. Stop the press. Thanks. Stop the presses. I ain't got my girly gloves on. There we go. You need your girly gloves, you know. There we go. Right. Right, there you are. Bit of that. So this is all very quick.
Not bad. Not bad.
It's all right, isn't it? Yeah. For a go, isn't it? Because what we're going to do today, and we'll probably do it now actually, because it's a bit more exciting than digging weeds up.
No. String, isn't it?
String, yeah.
String game.
It's a string game. Yeah. Right, right, so you keep on digging it through. Oh, is that bindweed?
Could be.
Do you want a big fork on that? As the vicar said to the nun. Right, right, so there we go. Do you know that? Right, we'll carry on with this and we'll see you a bit later. Okay, bye. Right then, people, we've now dug over our bit of land once more, and we got quite a lot of roots out that we'd missed before, some more bit that I missed before, and some bindweed as well. So it's good, because obviously once you've planted something, it's hard to get things like bindweed out because you've got to dig everything up. So yeah, there you go, a bit of bindweed. So what we're going to do, because we work quite hard, what we're going to do? Cup of tea. Yeah, we're going to have a cup of tea, and then we're going to plant some bits and pieces. So you have a cup of tea as well. Well, we'll be back soon. There you go. Okay, so we have now cleared everything, and we've had our cup of tea. We actually realised we hadn't cleared a little bit down there, so we've just done that. But there you are, by the by. So we're going to plant some stuff, which is very exciting. Don't know if you noticed this. You might know, you might not. I don't know. It's rhubarb. We've inherited a rhubarb plant. It looks a little bit worse for wear, so we're going to trim it back later on and let it grow up new. So what are we going to plant today? Well, in our box of surprises, we have got some pumpkin plants. Now, I don't know if you were viewing last year or not, but I grew some giant pumpkins from my next door neighbours. They gave me some plants, and so I thought I'd save the seeds. So I saved the seeds from the pumpkin. All I did, okay, was Wash the seeds, like loads, to make sure all the slime was off, okay, and then dried them out on a piece of newspaper for a couple of days, put them in an envelope and forgot about them. Took them out this year, planted them, voila, 3 pumpkins, and these are giant pumpkins. Now the idea is that these pumpkins are going to grow, obviously, and they have big leaves, and any weeds that we haven't got this time round will be suppressed by the lack of light. Yes, so we're going to shove these in. Now, oh, just by the way, we raked it all here, but I'm not going to show you how we raked it because it's a bit boring, and also we ain't got a rake. I just used a fork. So really, things about tools and stuff, you don't need all the stuff. The tools, a fork and a spade and a dad, that's all you need. By the way, he's off getting some water, because when you're planting stuff you need the water. So what we're going to do first of all, we're going to stick a pumpkin plant here on this corner. Now I'm going to dig a hole. Now, could you bung us that small fork please, Dad?
Sorry?
Yeah. There you go, just bung that over here. Lovely. Thank you very much. There we go. So we're going to make ourselves a little bit of a hole.
As big as what I could find.
That's the biggest one we could find. So the hole, oh, there's another weed, look, there you go. The hole should be roughly about the same sort of size as your pot. Actually, it's a bit bigger. Okay, so get hold of your plant and tap it out, give it a squeeze. There we are. Look at that, beautiful. That's going to go in there. Shove it in, firm it down. Now, when you're planting stuff like this, make sure that you haven't got a gap underneath where your root ball goes. So if you made a big hole and you've got a little gap underneath, that'll trap a pocket of air, which will go a bit horrible, and the roots will all rot. So make sure that there's no air pockets underneath there like that. All right, okay, there we are. Now we're going to water it. Make sure you've got a clean watering can.
It is clean.
It is clean apparently. There you are.
Paint.
It's paint and it's dry. There you are. So
Fine.
that's all we could find, because we also forgot our watering can. There you go, watered in beautifully.
Done enough, do you think?
Do you think that's enough? Well, we've only got a small bucket.
Touch and go.
Touch and go. Oh, all right.
That's enough.
Apparently that's enough now. There we are. Right. So what we're going to do? We're going to put pumpkin plants around this side here, I think. Okay. Because remember, they do grow quite big. And then we've got over here. We have got swedes.
Turnips.
Turnips and
Swedes.
turnips and swedes, and we're going to put a few rows of them in. And also we've had some greyhound cabbages given to us. They're called greyhound one because they run away, and they're really fast growing apparently. So we've got some of them, but we're going to plant them close together because we've got to net them, and we've got like a little cage to put over them for the moment until we get our B&Q nets down. So we're going to get on and plant all these. We'll see you when we've done it. Here we go. Yeah, we've got enough. Right, we're going to plant our Swedes.
Turnips.
Turnips. We're going to plant our turnips. There we are. So we've got them all in here. Or Swedes. We'll find out when they grow. To be honest, we've forgotten the labels. We know one of them's turnips and one of them's Swedes. We haven't turnips.
Definitely.
Definitely turnips. Well, you can tell us. Tell us in the comment form underneath. That'd be
Swedes.
Or Swedes. Right. So we're going to put our turnips or Swedes in some nice straight lines. We're not going to put strings out and stuff. We've just got a bit of bamboo. We put it on the floor like this. Now, remember when we're planting these, well, we can get to the bottom of these now. So basically, they're a bit matted together. So we're going to pull them apart, get rid of the girly gloves, drain. So there's our plant. Okay, we're going to leave some earth with it. Make a little bit of a hole, shove it in, push it down. There you go. All done. It's as simple as that. There's no mystery to it or anything like that. There we go. So we've got quite a few here, haven't we? It's a bit like a jungle really, so we'll just take them like that.
Pick the best one.
Pick the best ones and throw the rest away.
But
There you go.
that's it, about that far apart.
About that far apart, that's what we're going to do.
It's about 6 inches.
6 inches. If you're a bloke, it's about
6 inches.
about 8 inches. If you're a lady, it's about 6 probably. So yeah, right. Okay. So what? Yeah. So oh, I don't want that. Put them in. making a little bit of a groove. You can do it either way you like. And of course we've got our fine tilth. It's all about fine tilth. You got a fine tilth.
It's fine here.
It's fine here, marvellous. We'll stick it all in. By the way, some people have asked me, what's the name of your dad? Now, I don't like to inquire about private things like that, but his name's Dad. But if you've got any situations, any suggestions of what we could call Dad, please leave them in the comment form below. Oh, these are rubbish. And then we can start calling him that. Maybe a name for a different week. That's lovely. A different week. So there we go. So that's that. Now you might notice we are also standing on these little boards because we've done all the work getting our fine tilth. We don't want to ruin it by stepping on it. And obviously the boards will spread our weight around a bit. So that's what we're doing here. So we're not going to disturb it too much. Right, and we're just going to plant a couple of rows of these now. So when we've done that, we'll get back to you. Say bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Right then, we're going to have a cup of tea in a minute. We've just finished doing the turnips.
All Swedes.
All Swedes, okay. And we're going to plant in a minute the Swedes or the
turnips.
Or the turnips. So we're going to do that in a minute. But just, we're going to pour a cup of tea in a minute, as I said. But I'm going to show you this corner. Now this is our quarter that we're going to dig last, all right? So this is where all our tut goes, okay? Now someone did suggest to us to bag up all our weeds as we go, which is a very good idea, but we haven't done it yet. But what we are going to do...
Worms, that's why.
And we ain't got any worms, because he said put the worms into the bag. She said put the worms into the bag with the stuff and I'll eat it all, which is a great idea. We will do that. We will do that. But at the moment what we're doing, we're just covering over our weeds. We can't do anything else. You stop interrupting. Thank you. Okay. Right, we're going to cover all this over, all right, so that'll kill stuff down. We're going to put the weeds on top, and which will help dry them out in the sun as well. As I say, all our weed killer is working. We're not going to dig any of that today because we thought we're going to let the weed killer do its job. So we're going to leave that another week. And Dad's knackered as well. So we're going to leave it another week, and then it should be really easy to do. But we're taking your advice. We've started growing. So we're going to get our cup of tea down us. And that should be nearly done for today, but we'll get back to you in a minute. But I just wanted to show you this corner, seeing what we're doing. We are taking note. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, we were just having a cup of tea, and look what I found. Yes, it's a critter, and he's having a look for something to eat. So what we're going to do, we're going to take him, and we're going to be very humane to him, and we're just going to put him out of his misery. There you go. So there we are. That's how to deal with him. Murderer, sorry about that. But he's not going to destroy all my hard work. So there you go. So, having a cup of tea. There we are. Right, let's get on with it. Let's do some planting. Right then, we've put our Swedes, turnips, whatever they are, we'll find out sooner or later. We've put them in the ground. And now what we're going to do, we've been given some cabbages, and we've got some Brussels sprouts. Sorry? John gave us some cabbages, greyhound cabbages. Now we haven't got all our nets and stuff down here at the moment, okay? So what we have got a small cage, all right? And we are going to plant them all together in a bit of a lump. Now I'm just going to pick you up. Here we go, and take you over. Here we go. Oh, hello. Right, sorry about that. There we go. Right, so we've got this cage. Let's get it here. Right, stop pigeons getting on it. So we're going to plant our things very close together. There we go. Shove them in there. All right. As a sort of nursery bed, just for the moment, because they're not going to stay here, because the pumpkins will overtake them too quickly. So we're going to get them, and we're just going to bung them in together as a lump. In there. Let's move some soil out of the way. There you go.
Right.
Oh, sorry. So they're going to go in there, just like that. We're not going to bother too much. Obviously a lot of water. So they'll go in there, so that's good. I don't know where our Brussels sprouts are, but they'll go in. Oh, here's our Brussels sprouts. We're going to do the same. We're not going to separate them out or anything. Nice little root ball there. Can I have the fork, please? think for March.
Swear.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and that's going to go there. Remember, these aren't going to stay because they're just far too big, right? But to protect them, just make sure we don't trap anything. They're just going to go like that. Oh, don't forget to label them. There you are. Okay, so there's our Brussels and there's some greyhound cabbages in.
Stops them running away.
It stops them running away. There you are. So that's pretty much all we're going to do today. As I said, we're not going to do that digging over there. So I think it's really time for some final thoughts.
Cup
Here
of
we
tea.
go. Oh, and a cup of tea. There you go. Right, so it's time for some final thoughts. First of all, we've got a cup of tea. And yes, if you remember, a cup of tea from a flask is rank, but it's all we got at the moment. I shall be switching to Ribena very soon. Is yours? Yes, because you've got a nice flask. Mine tastes of plastic. It's not good, but there you are. So, final thoughts. First of all, it's been very hot and we took our tops off. Yeah. See? No? Never mind. Okay,
Please
then.
yourselves.
Please yourselves. Right, so there you are. So we've done lots of planting. Everything is now planted, well, in that quarter. And we're going to leave the rest of it to die with the weed killer. Okay, that's pretty much it at the moment. I saw some people actually online, a young lady. No, I can't see your skull. Some people online and they had a problem with slugs. They left it for 3 weeks, it came back and everything was eaten. And they do things organically. That's what's going to happen. If you do things organically, nature will come and eat it. So there you are. So if you don't want slugs, use slug pellets.
Dobo.
Pretty much. Dobo, yep. What does that stand for again?
Do our best organic.
Do our best organically, but there are limits, all right? But I mean, my way of looking at it, if you're being organic and you're being kind to the environment and you don't want slugs, you know, you've got a little bit of a problem there, okay? So go to Tesco's and buy your veg. If not, grow your veg and kill the slugs, or else they'll eat it and there's no point. So there you are. So anyway, that's it from us, Mr. Sam, the allotment man, and Dad. Remember, if you've got a suggestion for his name, because we don't know, write it down in the comment form. But that's it from us. Take care and happy growing.